guys, welcome to Aiden's Games video. Today we're making Iceland its own empire. So let's get straight into it. So not Iceland, Ireland. We're making Ireland its own empire. So they are going to be in red. While the countries they invade will be in blue. So yeah, they've declared war on Iceland. Iceland is pretty weak even to Ireland. Their troops land on Iceland and swiftly take it over. They fully annex it too. Probably the closest we can target after that is Greenland. So and I'm pretty sure Greenland is like part of Denmark. So I think they'd be forced to declare war on both of them. Iceland is huge, like it's absolutely humongous. Like how does it get this big? It's crazy. Alright. So since I'm pretty sure Greenland has like less than 100,000 people, so yeah. Ireland makes a landing, and it quickly spread over. It would quickly take over all of Greenland relatively quickly. And Denmark would surrender. So they control Denmark and all these countries here. Now they're pretty strong, I'd say. They're pretty strong. Or they declare war. They declare war on Norway next. So yeah. Anyways, Irish troops make a landing and would start heading north until Oslo is captured. And now they would just completely take it over. As this here is literally just snow. Like no joke, it's just snow. Actually it's tundra. But it doesn't matter. So that they are pretty strong. They're probably going to take over, like the UK. But in this scenario, the UK has like 0 allies, nothing. So they should be able to do it. Like they should be able to. Decent chance of doing it, I'd say. Decent chance, but like I don't see how, really. To make some minor pushes. Make some minor pushes into Northern Ireland and capturing it. But then the British make an assault back, which would take back the land and make some pushes into it. So it's not looking good for Ireland. But the Irish are ready. They know the British are stronger than them. So they have, routed them, cut off the supply lines and take this over. And troops from Norway, Denmark, Iceland and Greenland arrive and land in northern Scotland, and they would now make their push. And eventually the entirety of Northumbria would be taken, and Wales is cut off until it surrenders. Now they'd march into Cornwall and take over London. People are going to be pretty mad at me probably because they think that it was too quick, but that probably took the Irish like 5 years to do. I'm just not like doing it, you know what I mean, like making it go slower. So yeah. Now, the British Isles and stuff and all that have been united. They're going to launch an attack, declare war on Sweden and Finland. So let's begin. It's not winter, and the Irish have gotten used to it. From training in Norway. So the soldiers they've been training are ready for this environment. So they make some pushes there. That's an area where Finnish troops and Swedish troops aren't really stationed. They're stationed around the south here, and here. That's the reason why they did it. But as they continue their march south, resistance grows bigger. Technically, they cut off land, but they still have full control of pretty sure the Baltic Sea, I'm pretty sure it's called. But yeah. Eventually, they encounter more resistance, and their assaults are nearly brought to a halt. But they still make minor pushes until they pick up pace from reinforcements, and they begin to go down the Finnish coast until eventually all that's left of the Finnish coast is Helsinki. I'm pretty sure Helsinki is here, somewhere around here, but it falls. But luckily for them, winter just came, but Finland surrenders. Losing their ally, Sweden quickly surrenders because they know they're no match, and if they resist, then they're dead. So I'm not gonna resist. I'm just gonna surrender. Hope for the best. The best they get is full annexation. Well, it's better than massacres, stuff like that. All that stuff happening, right? It's still better than that. You might realize that I turned off my anti-aliasing, I'm pretty sure. It was here, it was getting really annoying. I'm turning to that, it was so annoying. I kept wondering why that was there. It was you don't know how annoying it was. They just declare war on all of the Baltic states. Yeah, on all the Baltic states. It should be quite easy for Ireland, as they are very strong. They're probably in top 20 strongest countries. Actually, top 10 strongest countries. They're in 7th. But yeah, now they should be able to easily beat this, and they do. They follow all expectations, and all the Baltic states fall within a week, within 2 weeks. I think a week might be a bit too extreme, even for small countries like these. I don't think you'd really call them weak, but just not strong. At this point, they're literally just empire under Canute. I'm pretty sure his name was Knut Canute, something like that. like the first, like the only canoe of England. And using this newfound power, they declare war on Benelux and Germany. And they begin their assault into Germany, eventually getting extremely close to Berlin. But then Germany makes some pushes back and bringing them back to the Danish border. Instead, the Irish head for the Benelux nations and easily take them over. Now Germany is getting attacked on north, technically west if you count that like this. If you count like this west, then yeah. And they make an assault down south and take over the entirety of Bavaria. Now they head down to the Danish border, which was pretty neutral, like stabilized, until Germany surrenders. Remember, there's probably like maybe 20 years since the 20 years in this scenario so far. Like 20 years, something like that. So don't think this is happening in like 2 weeks, like 5 months or something. It's way longer than that. Ireland would probably never actually accomplish this anyways. So like yeah. Now they want to connect these to make it not look ugly. I kind of like it like this. I like it like, you know, they're isolated here and like that. I kind of like it, but sometimes you can't have everything you want. So they declare war on Poland, Czechia, Slovakia, and Austria. Remember Kaliningrad? Yeah, remember that. And Austria and Czechia and Slovakia are pretty easy targets for the Irish Empire. Like, they're really easy, and they're taken over quite quickly. And they make an assault here, and Poland eventually surrenders. That was quite quick. Even though they're probably stronger than these countries, like doubled at this rate. Poland is quite strong, I think. Relatively strong, you could say that they are. Yeah, they're quite strong, but they're no match for they're no match for the Irish, who have monsters, like lots and lots of monsters from, you know, mythology. Now they declare war on Italy, France, Switzerland, and the big boys of the Balkans: Hungary, Romania, and Slovakia. So not Slovakia, Serbia. I'm pretty sure Hungary might not actually be in the Balkans. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're still at war anyways. Even the strong countries of the Balkans cannot hold off an assault by the Irish. And Hungary falls pretty quickly. And they take back Transylvania, if you call something like that. Well, don't take back, but take it. They surround Bucharest, which surrenders, and Romania falls. Now Serbia is probably like the weaker ones out of this, or maybe Hungary is, but yeah. By taking off like the small Slovenia, they kind of like cut off Croatia from. They've cut off Croatia from Italy, but they can still go for the Adriatic. So like there's nothing, but they still take it anyways. Switzerland has good defenses, but they've had training in this area, which I'm pretty sure it's quite mountainous anyways. Yeah. So they're able to quickly swoop down and take over Rome, and the entirety of Italy falls. Corsica is quickly taken, and pushes are made into France, with Brittany falling and Bordeaux falling too, and Gascony and Marseille would fall. And now this quickly push in, and eventually France surrenders. So now here it's full annexation. Like, yeah, it's full annexation. Have you guys been realizing that my new mapping video was like 30 minutes long? If I check the analytics, like, it's gonna be cursed because like people only watch like only like 2 minutes, something like that for some reason. Like, actually like watch the entire thing. Like, people, please. But the growth we've gotten is quite good. Like, it's really good. 3 new subscribers in literally one night. That's crazy. The Irish Empire is looking nice and strong. But, well, oh, what's this? Bat. It's weird. It's like hard to say that, like, you know, when they attacked by another country, it's hard to say what color they should be. Like, I can't really like change it to blue. I could actually. I could. 200. Actually, I can. And I can just switch it back. Boom. Bat. Oh, don't forget these countries. They're not really countries, they're just states. Yeah, and and your big boy Russia. Maybe not that big if my tolerance is on 0. And all these countries, like, you know, go to, like, make an alliance to stop them. It's weird seeing Ukraine and Russia on the same side, though. Greece, well, Greece wants Greece. Is that all of Russia? No, I'm sure they still these. I think I forgot to, like, paint Svalbard, but oh well, doesn't matter really. Does people actually live in Svalbard anyways? I don't know. Like, I never actually realized. Do you actually live there? Well, no one's gonna be in the comments, and even if like 20 people live there or something, maybe like 3,000 people, they will definitely not be subscribed to the channel unless they suddenly have like a billion subscribers. Okay. Obviously, Kaliningrad is going to fall. I mean, like, yeah. Russia is quite dumb. They've made a really bad idea. Provoking strong Provoking Ireland was a pretty bad idea. That's shown because Kaliningrad falls along with Bosnia-Herzegovina and majority of these, but Greece holds strong even as Thessalonica falls, but eventually Greece falls. And of course, I forgot to paint Crete again. It's getting ridiculous. Like, actually, it's no joke. It's ridiculous. Doesn't matter. We will say that they declared independence. Romania, Moldova falls, and Belarus is like, yeah, Belarus capital is like there. So bat, and all the Belarus falls. None of these countries here really are gonna, you know, rebel because like they're invading Russia and they hate Russia. But yeah. The Kalarian Peninsula, it's called the Kalarian Peninsula Falls, and St. Petersburg also does. St. Petersburg is like the 3rd biggest city or something. Now they make some more assaults, and they even managed to make an assault through the Black Sea and take over all of this. Russia made a basic dumb idea. Moscow falls, and eventually all of Russia does. Was that? How? How does 2,000 paint size not be able to take out the entirety of Russia? That's how big this map is, guys. Like seriously, oh god, this is bad. Yeah. And pretty sure, and that's crazy. Don't try us at home, kids. You know, I am a kid myself, and I've been a kid for the past 10 years of life. Well, at least the Ukrainian people got Crimea back, right? On the bright side. Except it's not in their own country, so it's quite bad for them, but for like the government of Ukraine, it's quite good for the people though, because they get to reunite with their Crimean brothers and sisters and uncles and grandparents and great grandparents, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I think this is big enough. I mean, like, Ireland is big enough, right? It's hard to remember that this is Ireland. It's actually hard to remember. Oh, there's still one country in Europe. Not anymore. Wait, I forgot about these countries. I forgot about these countries. I'm gonna, repaint, Ireland to make it, actually red again. Time for 2000 paint again. When will this ever end? When will this suffering ever end? Like, oh my god. Wait, this is a really bad idea. Yeah, this is a bad idea. I probably should just reverse the Spain thing and then paint it then. Yeah, I probably should do that. Because, yeah, I probably should do that. See, it only paints half of Russia. And it makes the thing lag, it's crazy. There's literally no more European countries. Oh, except Crete, but they're like a puppet state, so I don't think they really count. I don't want it to be too, so I don't want an actual war. But it's very easy. Of course it'd be easy. They swiftly take over these islands, march down, conquer Spain. Portugal's even weaker, so it easily falls. I told you there was no point in defeating Spain. There's no point. It's more full annexation. I think this was the end of the video here, guys. Bro, what? How is this not big enough? Of course you guys want more. Of course you guys want more. So of course, to appease you guys, fine. They get Turkey, fine, Jesus. It's oh my god. It's like being pestered by a 2-year-old child. Actually, yeah, this was definitely in the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.